Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Today I'm going to create a look using some of the new products that I got this summer. Most of the products that I'm going to use for this look are limited edition, but you can easily find something that is similar because the colors are not that extraordinary. And I hope you're going to enjoy this look. Also, this look is inspired by one of my favorite summer lipsticks, and this is 777 by Guerlain. I don't know if you know this lipstick. It's part of the permanent line of Guerlain, but it always reminds me of summer. It's just a bright yellow color that can be used as a topper or can be mixed with different shades. It just screams summer to me, and I really like using it with different lipsticks or alone sometimes when I'm on holiday. So let's go ahead and get started. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment at the end of this video. For this look, I want to keep my skin fresh and glowy, but I don't want a lot of coverage, so I'm going to be using YSL All-in-One Glow, and I'm using this tinted moisturizer in B20. This has a very light coverage, but it looks beautiful on the skin. If you're using this, make sure to not over moisturize your skin, because otherwise if you moisturize your skin too much, this is a tinted moisturizer, it's moisturizing, and if your skin is oily or combination and you over moisturize your skin, you're going to make the coverage even more sheer, and this is not going to look good. So you have to see how it works for you, but this is a great product. I love it because you can apply this with fingertips. I find that it works best if you apply this with fingertips. Just like a moisturizer, it's very quick, very effortless, and it gives a very beautiful glow. And now moving on to concealer, I'm going to be using Chanel concealer, which is one of my favorite concealers, and I'm going to apply just a very little. You don't want to have a lot of concealer or a lot of makeup, especially during the summer, because you can blend it, and I want the makeup to be long lasting. Also, I'm not using primer because I find that primers are more of an additional step, and I don't like using primers on a daily basis. And I'm also going to use a little bit from the concealer as an eyeshadow base. I applied too much, so I'm gonna remove it, but just gonna blend it with fingers, or you can use a brush or beauty blender if you want to. I'm using fingers because it's faster for me. Now a little bit of powder just to knock back the shine. And I want to keep this look quite glowy, but still I want to knock back the shine because I have combination skin, and if I don't do this step, my skin is going to look oily. Okay, now moving on to eyeshadows, and I want to start by using this gorgeous eyeshadow palette. This is my favorite eyeshadow palette, as a lot of you may know. This is the Beiges palette. If you don't have this eyeshadow palette, just use whatever you have in hand. I'm gonna start by using the pale shade here, and I'm gonna start from the inner corner of the eye and roughly apply the shade on my mobile eyelid, but I'm gonna go also a little bit in the crease as well, just to add some shine. Now I'm going to take this shade and I'm going to just roughly apply this in the crease, and I'm going to go back and forth very lightly. If you're using this eyeshadow palette, make sure to be very light-handed because the colors are very highly pigmented. And now I'm going to use another very beautiful eyeshadow palette from this summer, and this is Terra by Dior. This is number 786. And I'm going to be using this beautiful copper shade right here. And I'm going to start applying this in the outer part of my eye. And go back and forth. Okay, keeping the color in the outer part and just dragging it a little bit. But I'm keeping the color in the crease, and I'm not going too high with this color. This season the brands came up with very beautiful colors and very high quality eyeshadows actually. The quality is better than previous years or previous collections or previous seasons. I am impressed and I'm hoping that this is gonna stay and the quality is going to be just as good also for the fall makeup collections. Let me know what you think of the fall makeup collections. Have you seen them? I've shown photos on my Instagram in my stories of Dior's fall makeup collection and Chanel's fall makeup collection. They are both gorgeous. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna drag the color a little bit more just for the sake of blending. Now I'm gonna take a small eyeliner brush. This is actually a thick eyeliner brush, but I like to use it in my crease. And I'm gonna take the darkest shade of the Dior palette, the Dior Terra palette, this one. I'm going to get this color with the eyeliner brush and I'm going to apply it in the very crease, the outer part of my eye, but I'm gonna keep it in the crease. The idea is to intensify the color even more, but when I'm using eyeliner brush, I'm keeping the color focused exactly where I want it to be. And this is going to add more depth once the look is finished. And also very close to the lash line. Next, I'm going to be using my brush wet. And I'm going to spray a little bit of water. And I want to use this color right in the middle. I want to use it with a wet brush because I want to make this color very intense and I love this color. This reminds me of a beautiful sunset. And I'm going to apply this color right here in the middle of my eye. And I'm going to keep it only on the mobile eyelid because I want to have that sunset vibe in my eyes. And if you decide to use your eyeshadows with a wet brush, usually Dior and Chanel eyeshadows have very high quality and you can use the eyeshadows with a wet brush without ruining the eyeshadows, like this can happen with other brands. But just make sure that you are using a clean brush because otherwise you're going to change a little bit the consistency. You might ruin a little bit your eyeshadows. So if you decide to use them with a wet brush, just make sure that you're using a clean makeup brush. A makeup brush that, or an eyeshadow brush actually, that you cleaned the night before with soap and water. And that's how you don't ruin the eyeshadows. If you are afraid to use your eyeshadows with a wet brush and if you're afraid that you're going to ruin them, just use them with a fingertip because that's how you're going to get the color a lot more intense than if you use any eyeshadow brush. You can just use your fingertip and apply the eyeshadow with the fingertip because this is going to make the color more vibrant. Now I'm going to go back with the eyeshadow that I started the look. And I'm just going to blend the two colors together. And now I'm gonna get the big blending brush and I'm gonna blend everything, but I'm not going to touch the orangey, gold orangey color. Now I'm going to take a clean eyeliner brush and I'm going to go back in this color and I'm going to apply it right in the inner corner of my eye on my lower lash line. Time to apply some black eyeliner. And I'm gonna keep the line very thin. You can skip this step if you want to, or you can use a kohl eyeliner, brown kohl eyeliner, to make the look softer, but I prefer to use liquid eyeliner. Now that I have my eyeliner on, it can serve me as a guideline, and I'm going to go back with this color that I used for my crease, and I'm gonna start from the end of the eyeliner and just lightly go back and forth to intensify a little bit the look. And this is the easiest way actually to find your crease. if you apply eyeliner and start from the end of the eyeliner and go back and forth, it's very easy. Okay, my neighbors are getting crazy upstairs. I don't know what's happening. And here you can intensify the look as much as you want, or you can make it more subtle. It's all up to you. I think that's enough for me. Now I'm gonna curl my eyelashes and I'm gonna be back. For eyes, I'm going to be using the new Chanel Lash Primer. And I have a lot of samples from this Lash Primer. So they keep giving me this Lash Primer every time when I go and shop at Chanel's beauty store. Until recently, I didn't realize that this was a new product, but it's actually a new product from Chanel. This is supposed to enhance the way your lashes look, and it's also supposed to promote growth of your lashes and to make them look better. I've been using it for a week. I don't find much of a difference, to be honest. It's just a regular lash primer, which I find to be an additional step, and because usually I like to do my makeup very fast, I don't do that. But I'm gonna show you how it looks. It doesn't make much of a difference, but it makes the lashes probably a little bit more defined, or maybe this is my imagination. I can't really tell. Sometimes I think that my lashes are more defined when I use it. Sometimes I don't see much of a difference. I don't know. So today I'm going to use the lash primer on this eye, and on this eye I'm just going to apply mascara so that you can see the difference. There is not going to be much of a difference because I've already tried that. So there is not much of a difference. I don't know if this is going to help make the lashes stronger, because it claims to have some conditioning agents. So this is the eye with the primer. You can see it very well, but you're going to see the difference when I apply the mascara. For mascara, I'm going to be using Le Volume de Chanel. So this is the mascara on, and the primer is on this eye, and this eye is without the primer. I don't know if you can see much of a difference. I can't. Honestly, in real life, I can't see much of a difference. Not to mention that I don't see any difference. But I'm hoping that it has some lash caring ingredients, I guess, but it really doesn't make a difference. If you're hoping to get longer lashes or more volume, it doesn't do that. I don't think it does that. So you can see that both eyes, I think they're the same. Honestly, I think they're the same. And finally, I'm going to apply this color on my lower lash line. Very lightly, but you can skip this step if you want to. And I'm also going to apply a little bit of this in the very outer part of my lower lash line. This is completely optional. You can apply kohl eyeliner if you want to, but I just want to keep the look softer, but I still want to have something under my eyes. I'm going to fill in my brows just a little using a Dior pencil. I'm going to write that down in the description box, and I usually don't do my eyebrows a lot, very lightly, and most of the time I skip doing them. Time for blusher, and I'm going to be using my favorite Jus Contrast 82 Reflex. I'm going to apply it right here and up on my cheekbones just to add some color. Now it's time for highlighter, and I'm going to be using this color. This is from the new Dior Backstage Glow Face palette, and I'm going to be using just in the middle. And this is a new brush. I know I used the same brush for powder, but it's not the same, it's different. I mean, it's the same, but it's a new one. And I'm gonna be using a little bit of highlighter. And now I'm going to use a little bit of bronzer, and I'm gonna use the same brush that I used for the blush, because the blush is kind of peachy, kind of bronzy color, so I can mix them. And I'm going to very lightly use the bronzer here. And I'm not using a different brush because the colors kind of work very nice together. And this blush, Jus Contrast 82 Reflex, works very nice with different bronzers. So you can use the same brush if you want to, of course. But I like using the same brush. Okay, I applied a little bit too much, but it's a bronzy look, it's a summer look, and it's allowed. And I think that's the finished look. For my lips, I used two of my favorite summer lipsticks, and one of them is by Dior, and this is from the Wild Earth collection. This is Sunset Red. The number is 638 and it's a beautiful sunset color. I used a touch of this and mainly this color. This is by Guerlain and this is number 777. This is a lipstick that I love, especially in the summer. It's part of the permanent line. It's number 777 and it has that really nice kind of glittery gold color, yellow color that reminds me of sun, that reminds me of summer. And I like to pair this lipstick with all kinds of lipsticks that I have. Okay, that's the finished look. Please excuse my messy hair, but it's kind of a free day and I don't want to use heat on my hair. I felt like doing a bronzy look and that's it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and leave me a comment, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!